in the Himalayan mountains, where the land rose into the clouds and the air felt thin and clear, a yak stood quietly on a narrow stone path. Snow rested lightly on distant peaks, and prayer flags fluttered in slow, patient movements, carrying whispers of wind from one valley to another. The yak's body was large and powerful, covered in long, thick hair that brushed gently against its sturdy legs. Shades of deep brown and charcoal blended with frost and dust, telling the story of many journeys made slowly over time. Its wide hooves rested firmly on the rocky ground, shaped perfectly for paths that wound along steep cliffs. The yak lowered its head slightly and took a step forward. The sound was soft, stone meeting hoof, steady and sure. This path was familiar. It had been walked by yaks, people, and time itself for generations. Each curve in the trail held memory. Each rise and dip had been shaped by patience rather than force. As the yak moved, its breath formed small clouds in the cold air. With every exhale, warmth met mountain chill and disappeared. The rhythm of breathing matched the rhythm of walking, and together they created a quiet song of movement. Far below, valleys stretched wide and green, dotted with rivers that shimmered like silver threads. Above, the sky opened endlessly, pale blue and calm. Birds circled slowly, riding invisible currents. The yak did not look up often. It trusted the path beneath its feet. A small bell hung from a strap near its neck. With each step, it chimed softly, not loud, not demanding, just enough to mark presence. The sound echoed gently against stone walls and faded into the open air. Nearby, mountain grasses bent under the weight of morning frost. The yak paused to nibble, careful and unhurried. Food here was simple but nourishing, earned through effort and patience. When it finished, it lifted its head again and continued on. Optional gentle global phrases could drift into the moment. Slow and steady, despacio tranquilmente, Yukuli Chongchen. The path narrowed as it climbed higher. Snow patches appeared more frequently now, crunching softly beneath hooves. The yak adjusted its footing instinctively, shifting weight with practiced ease. There was no fear in the movement, only awareness. As clouds rolled in, the world softened. Edges blurred, sounds dampened. The yak moved through the mist, as if through memory itself, guided not just by sight, but by familiarity and trust. Somewhere ahead, stone shelters waited, simple structures built long ago by hands that understood these mountains. The yak had rested there before, sharing space with quiet travelers and listening to the wind pass through cracks in the walls. When the path finally leveled, the yak slowed. The air grew colder, but the ground steadied. It stood for a moment, looking across the vastness, its long hair stirring gently in the breeze. Here, movement was never rushed. Strength was measured not by speed, but by steadiness. The yak lowered itself onto the ground, folding its legs beneath its body, resting without urgency. As the light shifted toward evening, the mountains glowed softly, layered in blue and grey. The yak remained still, breathing calmly, a living part of the landscape itself. And on the Himalayan mountain path, the quiet traveler waited, ready to continue when the world asked it to move again.